Hi there, I'm Dr. Rolanda Fabian, wife, mom, educator, veteran, wellness enthusiast, and I'm also the proud founder of Bright Idea Consulting. I'm passionate about helping you thrive, prioritizing your well-being, achieving your breakthroughs, and unlocking your personal potential. Here, we dive into practical tips, inspiring conversations, and transformative strategies to help you navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. Whether you're looking to strengthen your relationships, practice better self-care, or find balance amidst the chaos, you are in the right place. So if you're ready to grow and create the life you always dreamed about, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Now let's dive into today's episode and start building your brighter tomorrow today.
Hey, it's Dr. Rolanda Fabian, and I want to welcome you to another episode of the Bright Idea channel. I'm so thrilled that you're here with me because this is a big year for me. I'm actually turning 50. And I will tell you, honestly, I've never felt more alive, more confident, and more at home in myself than I do right now. But it wasn't always this way. There was a time when I was caught up in expectations, approval, and doing what I thought I was supposed to do. And through my 20s and my 30s, I was so focused on getting things right that I didn't even stop to ask, right for who? Now, in my late 40s, stepping into 50, I've gained wisdom, clarity, and confidence that I wish I had known back then. And today, I want to share some of those hard-earned insights with you. Now, I know there are some people out there who would rather learn everything through experience. And if that's you, that's okay, do you, boo. But if you are someone who believes in learning from those who've been there so you can avoid some of the pitfalls, mistakes, and unnecessary struggles, then this message is for you. Because trust me, there's a huge difference between struggling through for 10, 20 years and getting the lesson now so you can start truly living sooner rather than later. So when you're in your teens and 20s and your 30s, you're chasing approval. You want to fit in. You want to be what the world expects. Whether it's a good daughter, an ideal employee, the perfect friend, the perfect wife, the perfect mom, we shape ourselves around other people's expectations, hoping that if we check all the boxes, we'll find happiness. But here's the thing. Living for others' approval is exhausting and it is debilitating. And for many of us, it takes life-altering moments to realize the true joy, real happiness. It comes from living authentically, unapologetically, and living as ourselves. For me, that moment happened when I lost my mother. When I was younger, I tried so hard to get it right. I thought success meant that making everyone around me proud and pursuing a respectable career and being responsible and doing what was expected. I thought that's what success was. And don't get me wrong, there is value in discipline and ambition. But looking back, I realized that so much of my early life was shaped by what I thought I should do rather than what truly lit me up inside. I was worried about others' opinions more than my own dreams. I said yes when I wanted to say no. I played small, being afraid that I was going to be too much or too bold or too different. Does this sound familiar? It's a common story. And for many of us, we don't realize how much we've shaped our lives around other people's expectations until something shakes us awake. My mom had an aggressive form of cancer that metastasized throughout her body. And shortly after being diagnosed, she passed away. It was in 2018, just before her 60th birthday. There was so much more that she wanted for herself and us. So many experiences that she wanted to have in life. And she died leaving so much unsaid and undone. And all who knew my mom knew she was a real one. But I don't know if she ever really came into her own, if she ever really realized her version of a happy and fulfilling life. I don't know. My mom and I loved each other fiercely, strongly, deeply. She was tough. And it was a tough relationship because she projected all of her fears, all of her dreams, desires on to me. But I had a different plan. I had a God plan. And I just wanted to do my own and be my own, live my life. But losing someone you love changes you. It reminds you that life is short, it's unpredictable, and it's too precious to waste on living a life that's not yours. I thought about all the moments that my mom had encouraged me to be myself and to live my own life and to embrace my unique gifts. And I realized that if I kept living for others, including her, to live for their approval, I'd never truly really live at all.
Hey there, sorry to interrupt, but I just want to know if you're enjoying the show so far. If you are, this is the perfect time to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on the practical tips and inspiring conversations and our proven strategies where we're showing you how to prioritize yourself, strengthen your relationships, and thrive in every area of your life. Did you know that most of our listeners say these episodes have given them the clarity and tools that they needed to start making real changes? So don't miss out. Subscribe now and stay connected to the community that's all about helping you grow and glow. All right, now let's get back to the show.
Live at all. And that was the first time I lost someone who was close to me, who was a part of the very fabric of who I am. And in that loss, I gained an understanding about time. And that was the moment that I realized I decided to embrace my own life, to stop waiting for permission and approval, to stop shaping my existence around what was expected, and try to instead step into what I felt was right for me. And that's when I made a commitment to prioritize my health, relationships, and holistic wealth. Because I realized that those were the things that were the foundation of a truly abundant life for me. So let's talk about the first one, health. I used to think that health was just something to maintain, something to keep up so that you could be productive. But I started looking at my health differently after I lost my mom. Health isn't just about avoiding illness or being sick. It's about thriving. It's about having the energy and the strength and the vitality to do what you love, to chase after your dreams and be present in your own life. So I made some changes. I focused on nourishing my body, eating foods that actually fuel me, not just fill me up. I moved from being sedentary to moving my body in ways that felt good, not to fit a mold or to look a certain way, but to feel alive and be capable. I also prioritize rest and stress management because I realized being burnt out isn't a badge of honor. And let me tell you, taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's essential because the better we feel, the more we can show up fully in our own lives, and we can show up for the people and causes that we really care about. I also took a hard look at my relationships because when we live for others, we often surround ourselves with people who expect us to perform and not just be. I felt this especially with my husband and my marriage. My husband and I almost divorced because this wellness journey, this commitment to myself was somehow an issue to the version of me that he wanted me to be. He liked what he had molded me into, and my personal growth and development were destroying his masterpiece. I was not willing to stay in the mold. I was determined to be free and to be me, whether that meant we were going to be together or not. And fortunately, we love each other enough to allow space for us to change as individuals and to grow as a couple through the years. And trust me, you will change. You will change, and your partner and your marriage need to be flexible enough to allow for you to grow. Okay? And you know what? I also felt this in my relationships when it came to my kids, because my kids also struggled that they couldn't run over me anymore. My children are older, so I no longer felt the need to be their manager. I was their consultant. I'd give up my best support, my advice, and my guidance, but they made their own decisions, and I was okay with that, respectively. I let them own all the rewards and the consequences of all of their choices. No more calling Supermom to save the day. Figure it out. They were a little shaky at first, but they also are much better because of it. And I also am better because I have now freed up my time and my mind, and I have more enjoyment and peace in my own life. So there were questions I asked myself. Who truly supports me and uplifts me? Who drains my energy or makes me question my own worth? And am I cultivating deep, meaningful connections or just keeping up appearances? Once I had the answers to that, I became intentional about my relationships. I deepened the bonds with the people who love me as I authentically am. I created stronger boundaries with those who value what I can do for them. And I began to embrace quality over quantity, because when you have the right people, not just a bunch of people, but the right people, that will help you grow, and it'll keep you from having to shrink. Because I'll tell you, when you prioritize being authentic and nourishing your relationships, everything changes. Life feels richer, it feels deeper, and it's filled with more of what matters most. So, since we're actually talking now about having a rich life, I also redefined what wealth means to me. So for a long time, we're taught to see success as a job title or an amount in a paycheck, how many zeros are in a paycheck, a certain lifestyle. But real wealth isn't just about finances. It's holistic. It's about time freedom, having space to do what brings you joy, emotional wealth, peace of mind, gratitude, and fulfillment, being purpose-driven in your success, aligning your work with your values and your passions. I stopped chasing what the world told me was success, and I started building a life that felt meaningful to me, sustainable and fulfilling, and most importantly, on my own terms. So now I ask you, are you still playing small by someone else's rules? Are you postponing your dreams because you're afraid of what others might think? Are you ready to step into the fullest version of yourself, unapologetically, authentically, and with more wisdom and confidence? Because if I've learned anything through the loss over the years, through the growth, through the passage of time, it's this: your life belongs to you. And the sooner you start living it the way that you want to live, the more beautifully and more fulfilling it will become. So what's the one thing that you can do today to start living a life on your own terms? One step that you can take, one choice that you can make, one bold move of authenticity that you can have. What is that for you? It's going to be different for everybody, but you deserve to live fully. You deserve to be seen, and you deserve to be yourself without apology. So as I wrap up, I just want to remind you that this is your life. No more waiting for permission, no more playing it small, no more living to someone else's script. It's time for you to step into your own power and your own purpose and find your own joy. And if today's conversation resonates with you at all, and if you're ready to start making real, tangible changes in your life, I have a couple of ways that I can help you to get started. First, I have created a curated list of my favorite wellness and personal growth essentials, and I put them in my store at brightideaco.store. The products are things that I've used to support a healthy, balanced, and intentional life, because thriving in your health and in your relationships and being holistic starts with the right tools. So be sure to go to the store, check out the link. I'll add it to the description. And another tool for those of you who are ready to go even deeper, to truly transform the way that you live and think and show up for yourself in this world, I invite you to join me in my Flourish Framework free training. All you have to do to get into the training is to go to mvp.brightideaco.com/free flourish. I'll also put the link for that into the description. This is a short, free training, and it's designed to help you break from the shackles and the limitations so that you can align yourself with what your authentic goals are and create a life that feels fulfilling, purposeful, and truly yours. So whether you're looking for small steps or big breakthroughs, I've got everything that you need. I've got you covered. Visit brightideaco.store for curated wellness tools and check out my free wellness training at mvpbrightideaco.com/free flourish. And start your journey toward lasting, meaningful change today. Because trust me, there's no better time than right now to start living fully and freely and unapologetically as you. Because aging, it isn't just about fading away. It's about stepping into our power, our truth, our fullest selves. And that's something worth celebrating. So happy 50th birthday to me. Happy 50th birthday year to me. I'm celebrating the whole year. And I'm so grateful that you spent this time with me today. Keep growing, keep thriving, and most of all, keep being unapologetically YOU. Be balanced, be blessed, take care of yourself, and may the Lord keep you until we meet again.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the show and found something inspiring to take with you on your wellness journey. If you're ready to dive deeper and kickstart your journey into well-being, visit mvp.brightideaco.com/free flourish. Take our free training to get you started. And don't forget to check out our store at brightideaco.store, where you'll find a curated list of tools and resources to support your personal growth in your journey. You'll find the links to these in the description and the show notes below. But before you go, be sure to hit subscribe and also tap that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release new episodes. Well, I can't wait to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself and keep shining bright.